P2 Peeps.
What is up, y'all? P2 Peeps, and today, as you guys can see from this, we're gonna be eating some noodles, cooking them up too, all that stuff. So, let me grab this camera real quick. I'm gonna go really simple with this. Just a few little extra added stuff. Actually, in total, just 3 things that, well, you might need to go out and buy. Just got an egg here, got some green onion, and bok choy. This is one of my favorite things to add to the spicy Shin Ramyun broth. It just adds a lot of really nice crunch, chew, kind of, I don't know, little extra veggie thing, etc, etc. So we're gonna do really easy, just show you guys how I make my noodles. And yeah, maybe I might add a few other things, like maybe extra mushrooms, but probably not. These are new, actually. Beef Bone Broth. I haven't had this flavor yet, actually, so I'm excited to try, because this package is actually super thick compared to the other Shin Ramen packages. Like, it feels a little heavy. So I actually thought this was a regular Shin Ramen black, but so I'm juiced for this. I never knew that. Okay, I guess we're making this also a review of the Beef Bone Broth Shin Ramen. And yes, I will be eating a tamale with our noodles, because what is Japanese food without Mexican food, right? Hello, kitty. Go get the fly, girl. She's looking for a fly around her. Go get it. All right, so I lied to y'all. We're gonna add some more stuff. I forgot I had some fried garlic, so this is gonna go on top of our noodles with the green onions after we're done cooking them. And I'm probably gonna go cut up some carrots and a little bit of mushroom to add in. Why not have a little more stuff in, you know? All right, so since we're adding the mushrooms, I wanna tell you guys, if you're gonna add mushrooms, you should probably add them before you add the noodles, just a little bit before, so that the mushrooms can, you know, cook all the way through, because you definitely don't want to eat any undercooked mushrooms. So I cut up just 1 mushroom here. This is a baby bella mushroom. You guys can use shiitake, or honestly any mushroom that you have. I feel like it's really hard to go wrong with any sort of mushroom in a soup. Generally, my Korean friends will add a mushroom called enoki. I'll put a little picture of it. Sorry, but yeah, it's called enoki. I'll put a little picture of it right there for those of you who may not know. And yeah, our water's coming up to a boil pretty soon, so we're gonna stick our mushrooms in, and then after the mushrooms, the noodles, our bok choy, and then the green onions. I have these here on a paper towel because the bok choy was really wet, and then I needed to cut the mushrooms, so I just put the green onions there for now. Normally I put it in a little bowl, but all the bowls are kind of dirty, so. Alright, y'all, let's open up this package real quick, see what's, you know, in here. Maybe there's a little something different in here that isn't in other noodle packages, so open it up. Oh, damn. Man, these noodles looking big, bro. Okay, so we have a veggie packet, 2 seasoning packets, the black and probably the spicy here. And let me show you guys the noodles. I mean, it kind of looks like regular Shin Ramen noodles, but the puck of the noodles that, you know, the normally comes, this feels a lot bigger, thicker than normal. Like, it could be placebo. I also haven't had Shin Ramen in like months, but yeah. So we're gonna add this vegetable mix right now. The thing I like about Shin Ramen is the vegetable mix, because it adds a lot of vegetables that we already are gonna add. Like, look, there's dried mushrooms and dried green onions, but I like adding fresh versions of the two as well. And the main reason why I'm sticking these in sorry, the dried vegetables before the noodles is because I want the dried vegetables to absorb that moisture and actually not like feel or taste dried. Sometimes when you add the dried vegetables in at the same time as the noodles, they still kind of feel a little dry and they don't really have that like fresh kind of vegetable bounce. So you know, letting it moisturize a little bit longer than the noodles helps with that. But yeah, it's been about like a minute or two since we added the mushrooms. I think it is a good time now for us to add our noodles, and yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna stir occasionally, let these noodles boil for a little bit, but I did want to cover something real quick before I move on with the rest of the video. I know some people are gonna ask me to, or ask why I don't dump out the water when I boil the noodles, and that's mostly because I don't really believe in the, if you dump the water out, you get rid of all the preservatives myth, because most of the preservatives in, you know, these instant noodles are in the seasoning packets and the veggies and most of that stuff. It's not really, they don't really put that in for the noodles themselves. You know, the noodles are already cooked and then they're fried. So that's why they're able to stay this way. You don't really need as much preservatives to, when you fry and then dry something, it's not as much. But for, you know, these seasonings that have peppers, bone broth and all this other stuff, you're gonna need that. So yeah, I don't like to do that because I don't like to waste water. I feel like it's a pretty big waste of water to boil a bunch of water for just the noodles and then just chuck them right out. If you have some other use for it, then for sure go for it, but yeah, I just kind of prefer to do it this way. So now I opened up our noodles. They're looking pretty good. I think it's just about time now to go ahead, add our seasoning packets, the bok choy, and the egg. Normally I have baby bok choy, but today there's only big ones. So we're gonna let this boil and let these shrink a little bit in size before I add the egg. Another thing, guys, is if you're gonna add a bunch of stuff, make sure there's enough space in the pot, make sure you got enough water, etc., etc. I actually put a little bit less water in this just because I wasn't really sure of the serving portions, but it definitely seems like this bone broth is bigger than the other Shin Ramen noodles. So guys, don't be afraid to add a little extra water, a little bit more ingredients, because this is going to be a pretty big meal. Oh my god, that was a perfect crack. What the fuck? Hell yeah, baby. That's like the first time in ages I've cracked the egg, and I had to put barely any effort into opening it, barely any effort into getting the crack in. No shells coming out of it. Like, oh man, I don't know why I'm super juiced, bro. Sometimes I'll be in the rush. I just slam that fucking egg down, and like a few shells end up in the soup. All right, we are good to go. My egg is nice and cooked in there. I like to break up the egg a little bit and let it mix around. Normally, that's me. I know some people like to cook their eggs or hard boil them and then split it so the yolk gets all yolky, but I like my egg kind of split around kind of in the soup, almost like an egg drop soup. So let's go plate this up, put it in a bowl, drop in our extra fixins, and dig in. Gonna slog it right over this bowl. Ooh, shit, that is a lot of fucking noodles. Holy shit. I thought I was gonna have some space in this bowl, dude. What the fuck? Definitely this bone broth noodle already from the size, definitely something you want to split with somebody. So look at that. This bowl is huge, man. Like this, it's deep in every. Now it's time to add some of our fried garlic. Oh, it's so weird to grab with one hand. Just right on top. You can put as much as you like. I like putting a decent amount, but I'm more about the green onions, baby. Oh, yeah. We still got some? Oh, yep. Woo! Alright, very tragic, but we sadly won't be eating any of our tamales probably with this meal because This is a humongous bowl of noodles. Alright guys, so I'm gonna eat these bowl of noodles and I hope you guys can join me with whatever food you got. Oh, this smells a lot more rich than the other broth. Holy shit, that's so much steam and smoke. So, you know, before I get a bite of anything else, let's taste a bit of that bone broth that they were advertising on the front. Oh, the peppers hit me pretty fast there down on inside my throat, but that's good. That's good. It's nice and rich. You know exactly what you want from a hearty kind of broth. And man, I don't know what else to say. It's just great though. Cheers, y'all. My glasses are fogged up, getting fogged up. Common theme with noodles. Talking about with the egg. I like the egg kind of like this. I kind of like the whites when they form up like that. I don't really care whether the yolk stays intact or not. I just like having bits of egg floating around in my soup, you know? This is what the bok choy kind of looks like. You know, it's obviously a little wilted because it's been in the, it's been boiling and stuff, but the I like it when the middle part here, the little stalk, has a little bit of crunch still in it. I don't want it to be like too soft to the point where it's soggy, like you get it with some, you know, with some certain kind of soups. Oh fuck. Okay, word of warning. Sometimes I forget the bok choy absorbs that moisture from the noodles and it gets really hot on the inside. Like holy shit. Or sorry, not absorbs moisture, absorbs heat. My god. I mean, of course it's gonna do that when it's cooking, but the kind of the water, I guess you could say, that's inside the bok choy normally. It's fucking steaming hot. So I bit into here and just got, well, like, I don't know, I just got a sensation even hotter than the broth that I'm eating right now. Oh, the egg flew off when I blew. So back to the review part of this. For my people who are wondering, should you try this over any other Shin Ramen product? I'm not sure. I think it's definitely worth a try, but I will say after some time it's a little bit hard to notice the difference between this Shin Ramyun Black with beef bone broth, and the difference between that and the regular Shin Ramen Black. You can normally taste the difference between the Shin Ramyun Black and the regular Shin Ramyun, the red packaged one. But with this one, I'm not really getting a difference between, you know, beef bone broth and then the regular Shin Ramen Black. But it's still really, really good. Really hearty kind of meal. I mean, you know, it's pretty hard to finish any Shin Ramen. Let's say that. They're normally pretty freaking huge in terms of noodle portions, you know, because comparatively to Maruchan, Nissin, like, you know, the top ramen kind of instant noodle brands, they don't really give you much. You know, you could probably eat like 2 of those before you, you know, getting full. But with this, 1 bowl is definitely gonna get me super filled up. So definitely try to give this little noodle a go. I still got a lot ways to go to finish this. Sorry, camera didn't flip, but I will be finishing this off camera and enjoying my breakfast. And I hope you guys have a great day as well. I will see you guys on the next video. I'm not sure what I'll be cooking next. You know, this is obviously a very, very simple instant noodle recipe kind of video thing. Not even a recipe, just the way I cook my noodles. So if you guys have any requests for instant noodles you want me to try, leave that down below in the comments. I was about to say description. But yeah, drop a like. Comment also your favorite noodles and some of the things you'd like to see me take a stab at and cook. I've cooked a lot of different things, just not here on the channel. So you'd be surprised at some of the things I could do. I mean, I'd probably be surprised at some of those things too. Anyway, you guys have a great one. Peace. Alright, as you guys can see, we finished all the noodles. I'm gonna drink this broth. Honestly, I actually might have space for the tamale, so I Might actually eat that little bonus clip at the end of this, huh? Alright, she's looking kind of deformed. I had to steam it in the microwave, hence the wet paper towel. But yeah, this is from El Pollo Loco. Now, this isn't really like the first, this is obviously not the first tamale I've had, right? But the first one from El Pollo Loco I've had. And I gotta say, it's not bad. You know, if you're fixing to get some tamales and you really can't find like someone who's making them at home, like right away type shit, because, you know, everyone knows the best tamales are made at home, you know, bought from someone who makes them at home during the holiday season, you know. But this is a solid alternative for those who just, you know, if you're just craving tamales and you really can't find it at the market, no one's selling them in your area, whatever, this is a pretty good alternative, you know. The masa kind of tastes exactly like a lot of other tamales I've had before, but it's just the flavor, the flavor on the inside isn't as strong as, you know, obviously some of the homemade ones I've had. But I definitely prefer my masa to be a lot smoother. I don't like that grain. I don't really like the grainy kind of texture you get sometimes, even when you buy it off people, you know. I don't, you know, you guys could correct me. You know, I don't really cook tamales, but I do believe that the tamales with a little bit more lard in it and that are grinded for a lot longer, you know, the masa is grinded down for a lot longer, I think those are the ones that end up having a lot smoother masa around the tamale. So, cheers, y'all. I'm surprised. For also coming out the microwave, this is my first time reheating one of them. Still pretty good. But no, again. Well, actually, I don't know what it is, but this specific one I'm eating right now, really smooth masa, like to the texture that I really like. And the chicken's pretty fucking spicy. I like that. I'm gonna go finish this. You guys let me know what your favorite tamales are, you know? Pork, green, red, chicken, beef. I actually don't even think I've ever had a beef one. But yeah, you guys let me know. And if there's any sort of other kind of like tamales kind of variants or varieties, you guys also let me know. I'd love to be a little more educated on that kind of food culture kind of side of things. And you know, if you're not Mexican or anything like that and you have some sort of other like holiday season foods to recommend to me, please let me know. I'm down to, you know, go out and try a lot of these different holiday / seasonal kind of foods, you know, because the holiday season's coming up. I mean, I know tamales isn't exactly considered like strictly a seasonal / holiday food, but you guys do gotta admit, you know, around Christmas season, a lot of people are selling their, you know, homemade tamales and stuff like that. I feel like going to a Mexican Christmas party is not complete without seeing some tamales there, you know. But maybe that's just the friends and people I know. I'm not sure if it's like that everywhere. But yeah, that's it, Bill. Peace.
P2 Peeps.